And welcome to 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell here, bringing you live Sussex Central and Caesar Rodney, the number 1 Caesar Rodney Riders up against the number 4 Sussex Central Golden Knights here and live from Georgetown, Delaware. Folks, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, internet is spotty down here, so we could be buffering in and out. We're going to do the best we can, but we got to deal with it. We're in the middle of Sussex County, so we got to kind of do what we got to do to get this broadcast out. So we also are recording it. So if we do run into some internet problems tonight, we'll go ahead and we'll have the full copy that we're saving on the computer. But with me tonight, Mark Williams. And Mark, already we've been recognized tonight as former Sussex Central wrestler. It's alumni night here at Sussex Central High School with a long history and tradition. Talk a little bit about the tradition here at Sussex Central High School. It's been going on since the 60s.
Yeah, it's been going on a long time. Phil Schulte was here for quite some time, really set a legacy here. Over 400 wins, 2 state championships. It means a lot to wear that blue and gold, and we got 2 blue and gold teams in the house tonight.
As you're correct, and when you talk about tradition, you talk about the Caesar Rodney Riders. They also go back to the 60s, and the Caesar Rodney Riders, 14 state championships in their school history, the most in the state of Delaware in both divisions. Sussex Central has 2 titles. But let's talk about a little bit about these 2 teams, Mark, because the last 2 state titles has run through either Camden or Georgetown. In 2017, Sussex Central, they both did it in similar fashion. Sussex Central, January 4th, they lose to Cape and Lupin 33-28. And then just before state duels, February 10th, they lose to Smyrna 39-27. Yeah. Then they come back to the state tournament. They defeat Cape and Lupin by 2. And we're going to talk about the match that got them there that night. They beat them by 28-26, and then they go into the finals, and they shock the state. They knock off Smyrna, who was the 4-time, had won 4 in a row, 32-30. And then Caesar Rodney last year, January 20th, they lose to Slaziana by 13, 34-21. And then they lose to Smyrna, again, just before the state duels, February 3rd, 33-25. Those are 2 impressive losses against them. Yeah. But what do? When everybody counts them out, they come out, they defeat Slaziana 46-21 in the semifinals, and then they shock. You thought the Sussex Central win over Smyrna was big. The Caesar Rodney won over Smyrna was even bigger the next year, 30-29. And there were stars born that night. For Sussex Central, Brandon Bautista, last match of the semifinals, he wins the Battle of State Champs over Corey Lawson. Lawson had won that match in the regular season and went on to win 2 more, but we talked to Brandon earlier tonight. He won the right one at the right time. Yep,
and it's a me over, or it's a team over a me thing. Him and Corey Lawson went back all year long, and I think that match you knew that it was about Brandon Batista had to beat Corey Lawson to beat them.
That's right.
And when it come down to the state finals, I think it was almost more shocking just because it was Phil's final match.
Right.
And there was a lot of emotions that went into that match.
And then you talk about 2018, another star's born, an unknown in Delaware wrestling, Michael Abdullah. His first match of the season, he starts to duel with an upset over the number 1 ranked Dakota Curtis of Smyrna. And then at the end, hold off, and they win the state title, maybe one of the most shocking ones in state history.
Yeah, for sure. I'd seen Mikel all year long. Following track and following Delaware wrestling. And he was winning matches, but then he was losing some to where you were like, what's going to happen? But that win over to Kurt definitely was a nice statement for him.
And then, Sussex Central, they've won 2 state titles under Phil Schulte. They've been in the finals 6 times. The Caesar Rodney Riders are finished warming up, and we're waiting on Sussex Central. And then in the dual meet era, Caesar Rodney has won 9 of their 14 titles in dual meets. They've been in the finals 15 times. So we're getting dark here, folks. So talk a little bit about the Caesar Rodney and just the domination of the state. 9 state titles since the 2000s.
Yeah, Hal definitely had a lot to do with that here, and Rigby's kind of picked up that momentum. There was a short gap in time, but Rigby, you can definitely see, has got that program back to where it was. I remember, when I was younger growing up, everybody my age remembers Caesar Rodney was a team you wanted to beat. It was kind of like the Smyrna of today. It was Caesar Rodney back in the early 2000s.
So here come the Sussex Central Golden Knights out to warm up in the dark. And lights are coming on. But, you talk about Caesar Rodney and Sussex Central. Both are coached by alumni. There's going to be a lot of alumni on the side coaching here at Sussex Central. The entire CR staff is made of alumni, and Dan Rigby will not be here tonight. We do not have the official word, but Chris Harris will be taking over as the head coach tonight for the Caesar Rodney Riders. Let's talk about the matchups tonight, potential matchups for tonight's match. And we start with 100 match. We'll start at 170 pounds. Sam Tolson, a junior, 1-6. He should be going up against Terrell Sturgis, a junior, 14-6. I would say a matchup that advantage Sussex Central.
Yep.
Then number 5 ranked Ryan Rigby, cousin to Dan Rigby, at 182 versus Giovanni Costanda. 195, Jacob Garrett versus the number 1 ranked senior Mike Wright at 19-5 this season. And then 220, Carson Timmons, sophomore, will be up against Hiram Lasher, junior, at 220. 285, number 1 ranked Kevin Hudson, the state runner-up last year as a freshman, will go up against Tyler Carr, a junior from Sussex Central. And then the match gets interesting. We roll around to 106. 2 freshmen are going to be on the mat in a huge match tonight. Dawson Mitchell, a freshman, 6-6 for Caesar Rodney. Gunnar Abbott, freshman, 11-9. But Dawson Mitchell has wrestled most of his matches at 113, just now recently getting to 106. So that record is a little sketchy. We'll see what happens there tonight. Freshman MJ Smith goes up against Danny Ramirez, a junior. 120 pounds, Colton Bowie, a sophomore, versus the defending state champ at 106 last year. He's now ranked number 6 in the state, sophomore Mason Ankrum at 18-7. And then at 126 pounds, number 2 ranked Mike Primo against Tyler Hudson, the sophomore. Primo, 3-time state place winner at 132 pounds. This may be the match of the night.
Yeah.
Number 4 ranked Pat Wisniewski, 11-3 junior, versus number 6 ranked Javon Saffold, 13-10. And why Saffold 6? He just moved down from 138, so he's got to kind of earn his way at 132. And then at 138, what's going to happen? Caesar Rodney going to weigh 2 guys in here. Ben Anderson ranked 3rd in the state against Cole Jester at 14-11. He's a sophomore. And then Caleb Adamovich, his job is if they try to run from Jackson Dean.
Yep.
Jackson Dean, number 1 in the state champ as a freshman, 3rd as a sophomore. He'll go up against number 6 ranked Brandon Greenlee at 17-5. 152, another match of 2 ranked guys. Number 2, Gabe DeGraffenried, the senior, transfer from Laurel, against number 5 ranked Devin Pearsall, senior, 20-8. And then the last match of the night, 160 pounds. As you noticed, Cody Langford was on the bench for the JV. It's going to be number 3 ranked Riley Tracy against Jaden Savage. What do you think of what we've seen? As far as what the matchups could be.
Yeah, I was checking out the rankings this morning, and I just kind of noticed there was quite a few ranked kids, and then you pull that up, and you really see there's a lot of podium potential from both of these teams. Like you said, 132 definitely is going to be the match of the night. If you're not going to watch any other matches, that's the one you're going to watch.
They have a history.
Yeah.
Wisniewski in middle school owned Javon Saffold. And then Javon Saffold's freshman year, he pins Wisniewski in a dual meet at 100. They were both at 106 there. Now they're at 132 pounds. Yeah, it's been a while. So, folks, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we should be ready for introductions and some wrestling. I'm Benny Mitchell with Mark Williams here on 302 Sports. Folks, we'll be right back.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations, Dover Federal.
I'm Sarah, the Director of Events at Baywood Greens. Planning a wedding is an exciting and wonderful time. Let us help you make it great. Our experienced team of hospitality professionals coordinate and execute every detail to provide a stress-free experience so you can focus on the moment. From food to flowers, we prepare everything on site, tailored to your vision. Let Baywood Greens transform your next event to a memorable experience.
I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer.
And began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
And welcome back to Georgetown, Delaware here for the Sussex Central Caesar Rodney dual meet. Big Henlopen North, and Sussex Central came out and warmed up, and then they went back behind the curtain. So CR is going to take a few extra minutes and warm up again. So a little bit of gamesmanship here between the two teams.
Yeah, you got to enjoy it. There's always gamesmanship when it comes to Caesar Rodney and Sussex Central.
So we're waiting for the Knights to come back out and get this dual meet going. We will start at 170 pounds tonight. Mark, we talked about it. Potential straight up for a 9-5 split favoring Caesar Rodney. 9-5 split, that means Sussex Central has to get 5 pins and avoid any CR pins. And that's hard to do when you got a Jackson Dean in the lineup.
It is. There's a lot of close matchups. Some that favor Caesar Rodney, but there's some weird things that happen in this gym.
That's right. You're absolutely right. So just awaiting the Sussex Central Golden Knights to return to the mat. And they're right behind. We can actually hear them right behind us, behind the curtain. But they're probably going to be a bit surprised when they come out and see the Riders warming up.
Right? I was over here looking at Trey. Looks like he's ready to step on the mat one more time.
Yeah, one more time. The Sussex Central Golden Knights head coach Shane Miller, second season, and the Caesar Rodney Riders third season. Dana Rigby not here tonight, so Chris Harris will assume the head coaching roles, and the Blues look like you said, Trey Mitchell will be up at Matt's side, and
sounds like here come the Golden Knights potentially.
Could be. Nice little Wednesday night. I was looking, when I did the schedule this year, Mark, I've got like 0, I think 1 Friday night match of the week. All the top matches are on Wednesday nights this year, so just the way the
Michael Primo and Tyler Hudson. .132, Patrick Wisniewski and Javon Sacco.
That's going to be our match of the night to watch, folks.
Rodney, I don't know about you, but sitting there during warm-ups, got me a little fired up.
Oh, yeah. It's like getting back on the mat again. It brings the adrenaline. So here we go. Captains on the mat with the coaches. We will start at 170 pounds. Should see Sam Tolson and Terrell Sturgis. Sturgis transferred from Sussex Tech, transferred mid-football season, as a matter of fact.
Yes, he did. Came over just in time to get that state
Get
championship
that ring. Yes, he did. Sussex Central won their first state title in football this past December. I just got an updated score. I got a final score. A rematch of last year's Division II state championship. Different season. Milford 68. Laurel 6.
Oh, wow.
So Milford, they're flexing in Division II. Already with a win over Caesar Rodney in the dual meet season back in December. Milford ranked number 1 in Division II. Caesar Rodney ranked number 1 in Division I. So here we go. If we start at 170, we should see Tolson and Sturgis, and that is not Tolson.
Shuffling lineups on you already.
Yeah. Not sure who this is. We'll have to listen to a name for the public address announcer.
You do have Terrell Sturgis coming out for the Knights.
And there's Terrell Sturgis for the Golden Knights. Sturgis is a guy, he's hovering around those rankings, just not in yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is Sam Tolson.
It is Sam.
So here we go, Sam Tolson versus Terrell Sturgis at 170 pounds. Number 1, Caesar Rodney, and number 4, Sussex Central. And there's the first whistle of the night. This will be a match where I think Caesar Rodney's going to come out and just shave some points for us.
Mm-hmm. Shave some points. It's going to set the pace for how tonight's going to go, though.
Shot by Sturgis, double leg, and gets the 2. And Sturgis goes up 2-0, and we're out of bounds. Referee Mike Hartnett on the call tonight.
Definitely the guy you want calling this match.
Yeah, we had a varsity referee in CT Baker because they didn't have any JV refs available, and they didn't want a referee to do both matches tonight. So they wanted the referee fresh. 2-1 on the escape by Tolson. Shot again by Sturgis.
Nice block by Tolson there.
And they go out of bounds with 1:21 left in the first period. 2-1. Terrell Sturgis. Collar tie, both guys circling at the center of the mat. Shot again by Sturgis. Stuffed by Tolson. Reshot by Sturgis. Just can't seem to finish him off.
Great down blocking by Tolson there to not let that happen, and a reshoot on the way out of bounds to make sure he doesn't get hit with stalling.
So we apologize for the blurriness of the video, but I believe it might be these lights. They just have 2 fluorescent lights up there. I'm not sure that they're actual mat lights.
No, they're not.
No, that's causing us some video problems, but we'll get through it. It's better than the little green and the little red guy on track. So
that's true.
Shot by Tolson. They go out of bounds. 36 seconds to go. 2-1. Terrell Sturgis. Shot by Sturgis, and he catches the foot that time, and he gets the takedown. 4-1 for Sturgis. Now he's looking for a tilt as he's got that cross wrist.
Tolson, great hand fight there from the bottom.
Yeah, comes out, gets his wrist free. Now he's looking to rotate back to his feet. And Sturgis trying to throw in boots, but he quickly gets out of him. Under 10 seconds to go here in the period. Little hazard tilt. Is only going to get a one swipe. Tolson fights off the back points. And we'll head to the second period. 4-1 for Sturgis. CR, they're going to defer. So defer to Sturgis. Sturgis is going to take bottom position here to start the second period. 4-1 he leads. Tolson, he needs to put on a ride, maybe catch a tilt here.
Yeah. Aggressive first period from Sturgis, but Tolson definitely no slouch in defending everything Sturgis wanted to throw at him.
Gets the quick breakdown. And Sturgis comes to his feet. Tolson brings him right back, but he's going to escape and go up 5-1 for Terrell Sturgis of Sussex Central. Shot by Tolson. Unable to hit the headlock. Tolson stays to his feet, gets the mat return, and gets the takedown. 7-1 for Sturgis. As we said, we start the night with a battle of unranked wrestlers, but we're going to get some ranked guys coming up. This right here is probably the strength of the Central Orders. Sturgis getting the swipes, gets two, is holding 2 back points. And awards it to 9-1. So Sturgis has built his major, and bonus points are going to be extremely important for both teams tonight.
Halfway through the second period here. Strong crossface.
Under 40 to go here in the second period. First match of the night.
Yep, the pocket's what's missing at this point for him to get any near fall.
Tolson looked like he was thinking, and then gets a bar, and he gets one swipe, and able to get the hips back over and get in the count.
10 seconds.
And the fall.
10 seconds to go in the second.
So the Riders strike first with the pin at 170 pounds. A fall with 3 minutes and 50 seconds for Terrell Sturgis. And we will move to 182. 6-0 for the home Golden Knights. Ryan Rigby versus Giovanni Costadeta. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
As close as I could have.
Yeah, really. Sussex Central over the years has gotten a lot out of the Hispanic community.
Mm-hmm. Very large demographic in Georgetown.
Merkel takedown for Rigby. Got the 2. And maybe forced that just a little bit.
And I believe this is the first time we've seen Rigby in a couple weeks, correct?
He wrestled. He's pretty much only doing dual meets.
Okay.
Had a elbow issue last year, and he's a pitcher. So now he's going with a half, wrist and a half on the left side. Rigby looking for the quick fall.
Very interesting position here.
Got up to his back. That's a long time to be in that deep wrist and a half.
Yeah, minute and 10's no fun from your back.
Good fight by Castadeta.
Great fight.
That's going to be 3 back.
You ever seen anything like that?
Nah,
a Turk,
he was deep. Rigby had everything he needed, and he's got to take the sting and take the fight out of the young man. 40 seconds to go here in the first period. Rigby's got double boots in. Going to go work on the stop side with the half.
That power half was very tight at one point, but he since let it go.
And he's going to back out of the boots, up with a 5-0 lead for Ryan Rigby. Now he's got a bar on the left side, wrist on the far side, short steps. Got to sit through here with 13 seconds to go. He's going to get 2 back, and 2 reversal, and 2 reversal. And that's going to end the first period at 182. 9-2 Ryan Rigby as we move to the second at 182.
Rigby used a lot of moves there on top. Stick to one and work for the fall, in my opinion.
Have a little trouble finishing.
Yeah. Castaneda fighting from his back with everything he had.
Castaneda's got I think he's wanted blood time, but I guess the ref didn't see any blood. Here we go. Rigby on bottom, scooting for the switch. Gets the far ankle. Reversal for Ryan Rigby. He's now built his major. Here in the second period.
You're free. Time to work from a major.
There he goes with that bar on the left side. Now he's looking bar hook. Bar half, the big cookie. And Rigby getting more swipes, and I believe this one is over.
Great fight by Castaneda, but you can only fight for so long.
6. Pin for Rigby in the second period, and that's going to move number 1 last year, but made it to the finals.
Cradle.
And he's got a cradle. That's what he's known for. He's already beaten the number 2 and 3 guy in his weight class this year. He's got a cradle looking for a fall. I would believe that's something Caesar Rodney's probably already penciled in for this match.
Mm-hmm. That cradle's in tight.
And he gets the fall. First period fall for Mike Wright.
44 seconds.
12-6 for the Golden Knights. 3 matches in.
Terrell Sturgis hands the pin chain over to Michael Wright on the Sussex Central bench.
Sussex Central does have the pin chain. So we move to 220. Carson Timmons. And he's going to face Hiram Lasher. Again, here's a battle of 2 more not ranked guys. Very few in between these 2 teams.
Got a clock issue here. They got to fix.
They got to get it reset. I have the same problem over here.
Both wrestlers here to here in a collar tie. Going to do a little pushing back and forth. Got in.
Lasher, no, he doesn't get the takedown.
We're back to our feet.
Lasher had a big headlock there, just unable to finish.
Nice front headlock right here from
Carson Timmons. Now Lasher looking to go near side cradle. He's got an underhook. He's going to turn that into a mixer. He's got the takedown. Minute to go in the first period at 220 pounds. Referee Mike Hartnett doing the shoulder slide. And there's the fall. So we start the night off with 4 falls. And the Knights take an 18-6 lead.
Well, we were talking about it starting late. It might get over early at this
That's right.
A quick D2 update. Indian River beat. As you mentioned, Hudson was a runner-up last year as a freshman in heavyweight. You don't see that very often.
Hudson snapped down. Now, with reattacks off it, just not able to get there. Hudson, a match away from placing at the Beast. Lost in the quarterfinals. Now he just snapped down, looking to go behind for the cradle.
He's very active for a heavyweight, which is good to see.
And gets the takedown, 2-0 for Kevin Hudson. This might be a match where the Riders are counting on a pin out of their top-ranked heavyweight.
Yeah, you got to. If you're the Caesar Rodney Riders, you got to hope for be hoping for a pin on this one.
Golden Knights come out, strike early, 18-6. They lead. We're getting ready to roll around to the little guys at 106. Minute 8 to go here. Kevin Hudson has to take it up 2-0. Now working power half on the left side.
Carr fighting well, trying to build a base. That's a lot of weight sitting on top of you.
Deep half. Carr looking for the elbow roll. Not going to get that from your belly, though.
Nope. He's hit that a couple times, but I can tell you from experience,
you got to be on your
hit
knees
it for so long.
Yeah.
They catch on eventually.
Yeah. 30 seconds to go here in the first period at 285. Kevin Hudson with the 2-0 lead off the quick go behind on the takedown. and just not able to get car turned. And we have a stalling on top. Interesting call.
Yeah, he's riding from the hips is what official Mark Hartnett's saying. I was actually sitting here like 30 seconds ago wondering who was going to get hit first for not doing much.
I usually hit the guy that doesn't get up to his knees.
I agree.
Restart here with 10 seconds to go in the period. Carr goes to stand up. Hudson's brings him right back to his knees and then flattens him out. And we're going to end the first period.
2-0.
2-0.
This is what Sussex Central wanted. Keep this match close.
Yeah, this is one of those matches where you just want to shave some points.
Kevin Hudson going down.
Hudson takes bottom. Probably looking to build some score here with an escape and a takedown. Comes up to the quad stance.
We were talking earlier, that quad stance is what you're starting to see a lot more of.
Right. Hudson rises to his feet. Cuts, turns. He gets the escape. And they go out of bounds. 3-0 lead for Kevin Hudson. Second period action here at 2:85. Hudson digs in, underhook, snap down, looks to go behind, looking for a cradle here. And they go out of bounds with 1:07 left in the period. Hudson with a 3-0. Oh, no takedown on that.
No takedown. He said he was out of bounds. Hudson seemed to be a bit frustrated on the way back in there. Both wrestlers standing straight up in collar tying.
Under a minute to go in the second period at 2:85. The heavyweights, as they call them. Hudson digging in the hook on the left side. Now he goes double underhook. And Carr looks to go headlock, and they're out of bounds. Shot by, and they go out of bounds, and there's your stall warning on Carr.
Hudson's definitely forcing the action there, so that's a good call from Hartnett.
Well, we've had 3 straight out of bounds. That's usually the magic number is the third one.
There's no number in the rule book,
That's
but
right. 3 seems to be the magic number. .24 seconds to go. 3-0 lead for Kevin Hudson. Looking for that takedown here. And Carr playing the line. He's got to be careful. He might get another stall call here. He is back to that circle every time.
He's going to get hit for that.
Yeah, he's not going to have a choice but to hit him. And we move to the third period for the first time tonight. 3-0 lead for Kevin Hudson. And Carr's going to take down. I think Hudson may be going optional start.
You think he'll go cut here, or we're going to come out to a front head?
I think he's going to come out to a front head cradle. Yep, there it is, stuff in the head.
First part.
He's going to let him up.
Oh, he tried, but he tried too late.
And Carr gets the takedown, 3-3.
Quick change of events there.
Absolutely, that changed the match big time. Hudson gets up to one leg. And now he's going to rise to his feet. And cut and score, 4-3 lead for Kevin Hudson. The number 1 ranked heavyweight is in a battle.
I don't think he was expecting that on a ride down there.
No, and we got another out of bounds.
Sometimes the score gets a little tight. Those
That's right.
stall calls get a little more frugal to give out.
Right. Hudson, another underhook, and taking Carr to the edge. He's going to take him down to the mat, and they're going to go out of bounds. I don't think he's going to be able to go out of bounds again without a stall
No, I don't think
call.
so either.
I think we've had about 10 out of bounds in this match.
If there was some circle motion, you could,
Right.
argue Hudson's pushing straight in, but it's a straight back up.
Right. Every time he goes to that hook. And here comes the hook. There it is, and there's the back out. I think there's got to be a stall point here in this. There it is.
There it is, yep.
Right on the call is Mike Hartnett, and they go out of bounds with 34 seconds left. Hudson now has a 5-3 lead. I think at this point, if you're Caesar Rodney, you just take the win.
Yeah, and it's the end of the match. You got to hope for something, though.
Out of bounds, 30 seconds to go.
Heavyweights get a little lax, you get an underhook in. Carr starting to force the action after that stall call. Sometimes it's what a wrestler needs.
Right. 18 seconds left in the match here at 285. Hudson really able to control him with that heavy hand and that underhook.
That underhook has really, forced Carr to go wherever he's wanted him to.
And that's how it's going to end. 5-3 for Kevin Hudson.
Really like to see a shot out of Carr there at the end of the match, but sometimes you got to take it and move on.
So we move to the lightweights. 19-9 lead for the Golden Knights.
Going to have a little change of pace. £179 change.
There we go at 106 pounds. Gunnar Abbott for the Golden Knights, and Dawson, no relation to Mitchell, for the Riders. One of the matches I circled is key tonight.
Yep, that's what I was going to mention. Key match, and it's going to be decided by two freshmen.
Shot by Abbott. Mitchell stuffs the shot. He's got a chin. Keeping him stuffed underneath. Abbott reaching, and Mitchell looks like he's in a little thigh pry with a thrift, going to throw by, spin behind. Abbott just able to face just enough to face him to keep the takedown away.
Both these wrestlers very long, lanky wrestlers.
For 106 pounders, yes they are. And we're going to get a stalemate as Abbott controls the leg, goes back to the mat, back to their feet. 0-0 here at 106 pounds.
I like the stalemate call. Get us a fresh start.
Yeah. There's a shot by Mitchell this time. Abbott now in the front head position. Mitchell able to isolate that chin hand. Now comes back to his feet, reshot. Oh, little peek out. And he's going to get it.
Nothing
yet. Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
There it is, takedown. Sweet little peek out of the freshman.
Very impressive.
Seven seconds to go, looking to run a bar.
He's got a half on the other side? No.
Hat, and he let it go. So we're going to go second period. 2-0 lead for Dawson Mitchell of Caesar Rodney. And Abbott's going to take bottom position.
See how the freshmen react in a big environment like this.
Abbott rises to his feet, but Mitchell able to bring him right back down.
Good first move and kind of stalled from there.
All right. And right back to that bar. Now he's got bar. I think he's got bar half here, and we're going to get a potentially dangerous on the bar.
It's always something about the bar that got me was so easy to go potentially dangerous.
Yeah, if you run too far out front. Mitchell able to catch that hand here on the near side, get the breakdown. He's working across wrist. Looking to dig that bar in here on the left side.
I'm going to go tilt here with this 2-on-1.
Maybe look, there it is. There's your hazard. And they go out of bounds. Minute 17 to go.
Looked a little cautious there. It was there. He just had to roll with it.
Second period action at 106 pounds. The Golden Knights, they lead the dual meet 18-9.
Got a nice ride on top here from Mitchell.
He's trying to run the bar, but just came out too far out front, lost it.
He's doing a nice job of trapping that ankle.
Out of bounds, 37 seconds to go. Mitchell holding to the 2-0 lead. Approaching 20 seconds to go here in the period. Nice breakdown. Sinks in the half. Abbott able to turn away, and we're going to get a full Nelson call on that.
Yep.
And CR fans not happy about it.
No matter what call you get, one side's happy, one side's not.
Absolutely. 17 seconds go in the period.
It's a shame because you had such a nice ride from Mitchell this whole period.
He was switching sides on the half and got caught getting both up there. And he's going to go to the third with a 2-1 lead. Well, he'll have choice. I assume he's going to take the down position.
And he will.
2-1, Dawson Mitchell. He goes in the bottom position. Comes to his feet, clears his hands, puts a hand fight on Abbott, trying to return him to the mat. That's a locked hand, folks. But he's going to get the reversal out of it. 4-1.
Not yet. Not yet. Official waves it off at this point, and there it is.
4-1 for Dawson. Oh, he's got a cradle locked up. Breaks the cradle, breaks the grip. Minute 30 to go.
It's that long body type of these wrestlers comes into play.
4-1, Dawson Mitchell for the Riders. And they go out of bounds. Minute 25.
Mitchell doing a nice job cross wrist riding, trapping the ankle every time Abbott comes to his feet. Abbott's fighting from bottom. Mitchell just doing a nice job of returning each time.
Abbott's just beating the whistle right now. Or excuse me, Dawson Mitchell's just beating the whistle right now in this match and getting the first move, getting the breakdown, controlling the match. Approaching a minute to go. He's got another deep half and needs to get an anchor on the far side, be it a hook or a wrist.
And it looked like he did go anchor, though. That might have been what got him in trouble last time.
Under a minute to go in the third period.
A lot of hand fighting going on
there
here.
is. Abbott just getting back that Mitchell getting back that cross wrist. And Abbott tries his cup, can't score, turn the match with 30 seconds to go. Low score for 106. One thing you can't say is these two didn't go after it. There's been no stalling in this match.
No, they went after it from first whistle to last whistle for sure.
Approaching 15 seconds to go in the match. And he's just trying to wing him over. The old junior high wing the half. And Dawson Mitchell's going to get a win here in a toss-up match for the Riders as they close the gap to 18-12. We talked before the broadcast, Mark. We thought this was a key match.
Very key match. You got two kids who have never been in this situation before, both freshmen, and Caesar Rodney took that one. Very technically sound match. It was. If you enjoy wrestling, you enjoyed to watch that match. It didn't have the fun throws or anything.
No. So we move to 113 pounds for the Golden Knights, Danny Ramirez. And he's a junior. And for the Riders, MJ Smith, the freshman. So another toss-up match here at 113. And I think the more toss-ups either team wins, for Central, I think it closes what we thought could be a 9-5 split.
Yep.
If favoring, and then as CR wins them, it can get them to that 9-5 split.
Mm-hmm.
Ramirez with the first two shots. Smith just kind of feeling them out. Oh, he gets in on a single.
Deep single.
And they're going to go out of bounds.
Deep single there from Smith.
Smith was on his way to a middle school conference title last year, undefeated, and got injured in the semifinals. Had to default out.
Hate to see injuries.
Shot by Ramirez.
Switches to a double.
And Smith is using that length and that leverage and looking to go behind here. He's got the ankle on the near side.
Ramirez doing a nice job of fighting it off.
Yeah, he limped himself out. And under a minute to go here, 0-0, first period at 113.
So difficult to fight from there with such a long wrestler. And they're back to their feet.
And they go out of bounds, no score. 43 seconds to go. (18-12) is your dual meet score. Sussex Central leading the Riders. We're now at 113. Started the match at 170. Smith, not the freshman, not phased by the head slap. Stayed in position.
Not at all. Nice shot.
Oh, gets it on the leg, looking to trip and score. And Ramirez able to get his foot down and hold it off.
He shakes it off as if there was a little sting out of it.
Shot by Ramirez. Neither guy really re-attacking right now.
Be interesting to see if we get some chain wrestling once we get to
the
top
mat.
and bottom here.
Another shot by Smith on the edge. He's going to get the takedown at the buzzer. Huge takedown.
Very important in this match was that takedown.
Well, the thing about takedowns on the line, takedowns to the buzzer, you can't score off of it.
Nope.
Take it to the second period. And Smith's going to go bottom position.
Ramirez 2-on-1 here. Goes Hazard. Into a cradle. Smith never moved.
No. And Smith rises to his feet and he scores, takes a 3-1 lead. And this freshman, this could be a case with the late takedown, the escape, fighting off that. He's maybe building confidence here.
Yeah. It's hard for a lot of these kids. It's the first time in this type of environment. Lights are off. Two of the most storied programs in Delaware history. It's a big environment.
The battle of the blue and gold here tonight. Shot by Smith. He's got some range. He level changes and reaches. He hasn't even really penetrated yet.
Sometimes that'll get you in trouble because you're shooting from too far out.
He's got the near ankle again. Now he's got the cross face. Just needs to beat the arm. He gets the takedown. 5-0 for MJ Smith. It's going wrist and half on the left side. Under 30 seconds to go here in the second period, and Ramirez not giving us a lot. He's got to get some movement on bottom.
Got to build a base.
Ten seconds to go, and there's your bottom stall call.
Heading the mat, not building a base.
Yeah.
As much as you want it to be on the top guy, you're not going to get it in that scenario.
Central's choice, third period. – 5-0 for MJ Smith, and they're going to go to their feet. Both rushers, third period, good position in their stance.
You know both teams are going to be in shape come the third period.
That's right. Shot by Ramirez, and I thought we were going to get a re-attack there, but Smith just goes right back to the collar tie. Shot by Ramirez on the edge, out of bounds. Smith sprints back to the circle. Six and 13, we said toss-up matches. Right now, the Riders 1-1. They're controlling this one, but still a minute 18 to go with a 5-0 lead from MJ Smith.
The key to win dual meets is winning the toss-ups.
And he also wants to keep that match in the middle. That was very smart wrestling by the freshman. Keep it in the center. Smith, I said, looks like he's building confidence in this match. Shot by Ramirez. Smith able to get to the ankle. Drops his hips well.
Such a good sprawl there.
Yeah, got the blocker in. Now he's got the ankle. He's looking to go behind. Doing everything right here. He gets the takedown. 7-0 lead.
He's one away from a major here, Bender. You're going to go cut?
That's what they're doing. That's what our staff's telling him to do. Cut him, get one more.
Ramirez charges in. Deep shot.
And he gets the takedown. Where's that been for 5 minutes?
Wish I knew.
Out of bounds. 23 seconds left in the match. Smith will be in the bottom position.
He was looking critical. There's one of those scenarios where you don't want to end up giving up
That's
six
right.
out of it.
He's going to get a caution on top. 23 seconds to go in the match. Third period, 7-3. MJ Smith of Cesar Rodney in the lead.
He's going to go tilt.
And he's going to get the splice, but it's not going to be enough. And Smith able to get the reversal.
And Ramirez back to his stomach.
And two back, 11-6.
More action in the last 24 than the first 5:36.
So the Riders, they take both toss-up matches. It's now an 18-15 match. And we roll around. We're now favored Sussex Central with the defending state champ, Mason Ankrum.
Yeah, Mason Ankram's got to steer this ship right back in the right direction here.
Ranked number 6 in the state at 120 pounds.
Up a couple weight classes, definitely getting his feet under him, but you know, won a match that he had lost earlier in the year last weekend, and starting to get some confidence up at that weight class.
We move to 120 pounds, 18-15 lead for the Golden Knights. Little shrug there to Merkel, got the takedown. 2-0 lead.
Bar on a wrist. Might get a potentially.
He's got a bar on this side. Gets the wrist on the far side. Now, yeah, gets the. And we're gonna get it. You're right. Potentially dangerous.
Gonna go back to the same thing.
And we're getting another potentially dangerous. 2-0 Mason Ankrum with a minute to go. First period at 120. Looking for a pin here for the Golden Knights. The Riders have won the last 3 matches all by decision to close the gap.
Back to the bar. We're going to go reinforce this time. Slips back out to bar and a wrist.
That goes in, Betley, boot in on the left side. Power half on the right side. 30 seconds to go in the period. Ankrum full control of the match. Is having a lot of trouble getting a turn. Now he goes cradle.
Takes it right back where he wanted to. Loses the cradle in that process, though.
Right back to the bar and the wrist.
That arm's coming up. It's going to go. He lost it.
3 seconds to go, and that's how we're going to end the first period. 2-0 for Ankrum. We go neutral.
And if you're Ankrum here, if you're not going to turn him, you got to start putting him back on his feet and taking him down again. Deep single leg from Ankrum.
Well, we're going to have a shakeup in the team rankings. Cape and Lopin defeats Smyrna 34-33.
Wow. Can't wait to get a check out of that box score tonight.
Just got a text from Charlie Wilson.
Good old Charlie. He's a good guy. I've known Charlie for quite some time.
Oh! Ankrum able to come out of that. Went to that little knee pick off the whizzer. Back to the center, still 2-0.
The real question with a match that close was there any unsportsmanlike possible?
Yes, there was. I don't know where we're at.
It's bad to say it, but
they were. My understanding is they were on Cape. They lost 10 points at the end.
Wow.
It was 37-33. Have to go check track out tonight. Shot by Bowie. Ankrum cross-facing, looking to go behind.
Still 2-0 here. 45 seconds in the second period.
This ends this way. This is a win for Caesar Rodney.
For sure.
I mean, I'm sure they're counting on some type of bonus here. And gets the takedown, goes up 4-0. Ankrum on top, 35 seconds to go, second period. Now he's going to his tilt. 20 seconds to go. Second period.
Power half. Boot in on the left side.
And that's how the period went. And 4-0. We move to the third period. So Ankrum's going to take top, looking for the pin.
I think he had an aha moment there in the last 5 seconds of what he should do.
You know, the central bench was wanting stalling on bottom, but he's just being outmanned. He's in double boots. He rises to his knees when he can.
I would agree. The rule book simply states it's not stalling if he's outmanned.
That's right. And looking to run that bar, he just keeps slipping out. Now he's got this one a little tight. Again, Bowie able to slip it out. Comes right back to his base. Ankrum breaks him back down flat.
Double boots was working.
And gets one in. Now goes for the second one. And now looking power half on the right side.
I think he went reinforced half with.
I can't. No, the left hand's not in. He just has a deep half on the right side.
Fans are getting a little rowdy in here tonight.
Now he's getting the swipes as he adjusts his hips back on top. Bowie fights it off. He's got his arm stuck underneath. Mike Hartnett holding 2 with 44 seconds to go.
2, but that's
Anchor
not
coming out looking Okie bar. Gets the 2, 6-0 lead for Ankrum. Bowie in on a shot, on a leg at least.
Ankrum's got to get 2 more here, Benny.
And stalemate with 23 seconds to go.
Rather quick stalemate, but I think he knew what was going to happen out of that.
Right. And there's your stall warning on bottom, but only 10 seconds to go. I think Colton Bowie's done his job.
He's most certainly done his job in this match.
The Riders, they have to feel like they stole something here.
For sure.
21-15, Colton Bowie able to hold off any bonus against the defending state champ. We move to 126.
Ankrum looked good, just really needed bonus in that situation.
Right. So we move to 126. Point lead.
It's
Right.
Primo.
Mike Primo, number 2 in the state.
Tyler Hudson.
26 underway. Tyler Hudson for Sussex Central. Primo, 3-time state place winner. I think he's been in the conference finals a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Not really known as a pinner. Let's see if he can pull it off tonight.
Now he's really good at grinding out wins.
Yes, he is. Keeps a lot of matches close. And they go out of bounds. Tw 21-15, Sussex Central leads. We're at 126. Started at 170. We're ending at 160 tonight. Front head goes behind, not able to score. Got the head in the hole.
Tyler Hudson, another long kid.
Right.
Primo doing a nice job of banging the head off the mat.
And another stalemate. 47 seconds to go first period. No score at 126.
Goes dump.
Oh, is he going to go to his back? Nope, dump takes it down. 2-0 for Primo.
Right into that double boots. Going power half, stretches out.
Under 30 to go in the first period.
Primo working like he wants that ball
Yeah,
tonight.
he's a slow worker, so you don't worry about him putting a lot of points on the board. And there's he should be getting some swipes. Not able to get it through.
There it is.
And he's going to get 2. So 4-0 lead for Mike Primo, the senior. So Primo's going to defer with a 4-0 lead. Hudson's going to take neutral.
And I think that's the right call there.
Yeah, you don't want to go under this kid.
And I've never been a fan of going on top.
Primo stalking in, gets the near elbow. Now he's going to go 2-on-1. Hudson with the head position, though. Primo with a 2-on-1, backs out of it. Minute 30 to go, second period. And they go out of bounds. Minute 20 to go, second period.
Back to that Russian.
Wow. It's an aggressive stall call there.
Very aggressive. But Hartnett, you could hear him say work in, and
Right.
he stayed out of bounds. One of those things you use the warning as a way to not do it again.
Primo with the underhook. Now over-under, kind of an over-under. Watch the headlock here. Primo want to go Greco style here with the hook. And they're going to get a stall call on Hudson now.
Kind of a quick stall call on both guys there.
Yeah. Shot by Primo on a sweep single. Looking to go backside and finish.
Hudson goes ankle
Gets to
wizard.
yeah, but he goes to cradle. No score. And not going to get it, so we go to the third period. Third period, 4-0. Mike Primo, he's going to go bottom. Or he's going to go top.
I think the right thing to do if you're trying to bonus here and seal this
Yep,
one up.
get a couple turns or a pin.
Hudson's got to get the first move here. And
Primo gets the boot in. High four on the far side. Power half, digs in the left boot. He's got one turn in the match already out of that double boots with the power half. Oh, Primo throws it in the leg and catches the half at the same time, reinforces it. And we're going to get a potentially dangerous.
man, that half Nelson was deep.
Yep.
Hudson went for that swim, and Primo just caught it at the right time.
Yeah, he's throwing the boot in and caught the half at the same time. And we're going to go injury time here. He's holding more of his tricep, though. So, folks, we'll go to a quick commercial timeout. We'll be right back with the rest of the 126-pound match.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at the Hadley.
Back from the injury timeout. And it's still 4-0 with a minute 20 to go. And Primo is still in the top position. Gets the boot in again, left side. And he goes right again to that half. He's getting the swipes this time. He is transitioning well off that boot. He's getting it right in, looking for the fall here. Minute 7 to go. Hudson putting on the fight. That is a deep half right there, Mark Williams.
That's not fun for a minute to fight.
Double boot, double grapes. It's a matter of time. There's the pin. Primo gets the Riders back in at 21-21 as we roll around to what we think is going to be our match of the night at 132 pounds.
Double grapes and half that tight. Double grapes and a half that tight.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time at that point.
You're right.
I've been in that scenario and I've done that scenario, and it's not fun for the guy on bottom.
Not at all. So now we go to two ranked guys, number 4, Wisniewski, and number 6 ranked Javon Saffold. And we're underway at 132 pounds, 21-21. Wisniewski looks like he wants to slow him down with that 2-on-1. And Saffold, man, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of stuff.
A lot of tools in that bag.
Oh, headlock by Wisniewski.
It's Saffold.
But Saffold gets the takedown. He doesn't give up. And they go out of bounds.
Fun 6 minutes.
It could be. (2-0) for Javon Saffold.
Two guys have wrestled each other in the past. Let's see what it's
A
about
lot.
now that they've got some weight on them.
Saffold keeping that wrist on the left side. Wisniewski lost in the conference finals last year, but got injured in the match. He could not compete in the state tournament. He was the number 2 ranked wrestler in the state at 106 last year. Saffold in a bad position, got sloppy, but able to muscle his way back out.
Saffold sometimes puts himself in these bad situations, but he's so talented
Right.
that he
And
can
strong.
overcome them.
I mean, this kid played cornerback on the state championship football team.
Yes, he did.
And Wisniewski gets the reversal. Got himself down to 132. I think he believes he started season 38.
Yep.
I believe the Riders are favored the rest of the way, so this is a must-win match, I think, for Central.
Yeah, if this one doesn't go their way, it's going to be a long haul to overcome.
Yeah, you're in. If Sierra's got a murderer's row, this is it.
Yeah.
6 ranked guys right in a row.
DeGraff and Reed, the addition this year, definitely makes it a little more tough too.
Yeah, I think that put him right back in the hunt for a state title. Switch, re-switch. Saffold looking to step over. And does step over, but not going to be able to score. So we end 2-2, heading into the second period. Saffold's going to defer, and Wisniewski's going to take bottom position. 2-2 here at 132 pounds. Saffold looking to roll through to a tilt. Almost put himself on his back. Now he's running the bar. Looks like he's trying to run bar hook, bar half. Back to the hook.
Got to have big steps here. Wisniewski doing a great job of fighting that off.
Approaching a minute to go in the second period. We're all knotted up in the team score, 21-21. The Riders just kind of eased their way back into this match, Mark.
Yeah, they took it match by match, nothing crazy, just win the matches, cut down on the bonus points, and they've done what they need to do to put themselves in a good position.
And we're going to get a potentially dangerous on that bar. 54 seconds to go here in the second period, 2-2 between Wisniewski and Saffold. Wisniewski, number 4 in the state at 132. Saffold, number 6. Saffold returns right back to the mat.
It's crazy to think this could potentially be a quarterfinals matchup.
Yeah, it's a state tournament. Yes, sir. One of these guys creeps into 4-5. Saffold again trying to run that bar. 30 seconds to go in the period. And a stall call on bottom and a bar and a wrist. Wisniewski turns, comes out. Saffold sticking the leg and maybe looking to go Merkel.
Trying to hold on these last 10 seconds here.
And that's how the second period ends. So Wisniewski with a stall warning here within the third period, going into the third period in a 2-2 match.
This one's far from over with
Yes,
2 minutes to go.
And I don't know if 2 points will hold up.
Nope.
I guess didn't want that boot in.
Great chain wrestling there.
Oh, steps over. That could be trouble. That could be trouble.
It's going to
And
end
it's going to be trouble. Wisniewski keeping the hips high. Saffold's going to be able to get his belly back down. That was almost disaster for him.
Saffold's
get the one.
his chin and under here.
3-2. Wisniewski had a shot to make him pay right there. Three to 2 with 1:05 to go.
Both of these guys very talented wrestlers. Great chain wrestling there.
So the next shot, look for a flurry. These two will get after it on the from the neutral position. Little super duck, not there. Another super duck.
You can only hit a super duck so many times. Or attempt one at least.
It was Wisniewski trying to look for a way to get through that head and hands to the legs.
And it won't be easy with 25 seconds here
No.
on top.
Although in this match, I want my takedown late.
Yeah.
Inside trip! Gets the takedown and the swipes. That was textbook inside trip.
Textbook inside trip. And Saffold goes.
He's going to get the reversal.
Reversal, not enough time for 2.
6-5. And did we say this was the match of the night or not?
We said it.
Should be 6-5.
6-5.
The
Hartnett's
scoreboard decided it wasn't 2.
I think the scoreboard was a little bit confused on his 2 reversal, 2 near fall call there.
What a battle between these two. And we said it was the match of the night. It was the match of the night so far. Patrick Wisniewski with the win, 6-5. The Riders go ahead for the first time tonight.
Wow. A lot of boos, a lot of cheers, but at the end of the day,
nothing to boo about there.
Great match.
So we move to 138, number 3 ranked Ben Anderson versus Cole Jester.
Gives a little insight to what might happen here in the next couple matches.
Here we go, 38 underway. Big win for Wisniewski and for the Riders. Last time those two wrestled 2 years ago, Saffold pinned them.
Can we watch that 14 times in a row?
Yeah, oh, yeah, really. Ben Anderson, he steps over a Wizard, gets away with it, and scores 2. Takedown. I do not like stepping over Wizards, Mark.
Not at all. It's a bad spot to be in. It's a real good way to be a hero or zero.
That's right.
Very fast.
And Anderson getting some swipes on the armbar tilt. Holding 3 is referee Mike Hartnett.
Still holding.
And he's still got the bar. Anderson, another long range wrestler. Goes right back to the reinforced bar. Rolls it through.
And we're out.
It gets his 3 as we go out of bounds. 5-0 lead for Ben Anderson.
And a nice flurry of wrestling from both these guys as well.
At the end of the night, Mark, we will pick a Hammer of the Night, sponsored by the Henlopen Hammers Wrestling Club. We'll pick the most valuable wrestler of tonight's match.
A couple different people.
Yeah, I got a couple in my mind right now. We got some good matches left, so. If you get the award, look for yourself on Facebook and Twitter as we'll get your picture up here at 302 Sports and get wrestling a little recognition here in the first state.
It's really great what 302 is doing. It's really growing the sport. You watch it, if you're not there on YouTube and you see how many people are watching, commenting, and 302's done a really good job for the state of Delaware.
We, I get those texts. Who you got this week? Who's match of the week? Yeah.
I sit at home sometimes and I'm like, Benny's not posting anything. Where are we going to be at?
5-0. I try to keep people going to the matches, and I try to, announce it late, so we're not. I don't want to minimize the crowds.
Of course.
Because we have a good crowd here tonight. Central packed their side. Caesar Rodney, 2/3 of theirs is full.
With a decent ride on a school night.
Yeah.
This gym's pretty full.
Talking about snow this weekend. Let's see how that affects the schedule. But it shouldn't be until Sunday.
Hopefully
Saturday night,
not
Sunday.
too much. Well, tournament season's starting to wind down. You got the dual meet starting to pick back up, so that hopefully won't have too many effects on schools.
Right. 5-0 lead for Ben Anderson. He's ranked 3rd here at 138 pounds. Talking to the CR coaching staff, he's a true 32-pounder.
He looks like a big 38, so he's definitely a large
tall.
32.
Yeah, he's tall. He would have been a big 32. He was huge last year in the Central match. He bumped up 2 weight classes and got a pin for the Riders.
Yes, he did. And the Star is Born, that was one of his matches to give him a little standout.
State tournament, state finals, remember that?
Yep.
He had the big win at 138 last year. Triple overtime.
Yeah, triple overtime.
For Ryan Kelly. Minute 7 to go here in the second period. Switch by Jester. Re-switch by Ben Anderson. Caesar Rodney, we've seen that 3 times tonight. They're good on that re-switch. They anticipate well.
And if he's going to re-switch, you got to re-switch. You got to keep wrestling from that position. But Caesar Rodney's definitely done well at that re-switch position.
Left, mat return. Ooh, you got to be careful bringing him back on top of yourself. Ben Anderson got away with one there. Now he's got to watch Peterson.
Fun. Like he might need a couple seconds to catch his breath there.
Looking Peterson, and Anderson staying heavy on the head. Less than 30 to go. Another switch by Jester. He's going to get the escape this time.
Right in on a shot, too, from Jester.
Anderson breaks the lock, goes behind, gets the takedown. 7-1 for Ben Anderson. And we go to the third period. Anderson with a lead of 7-1.
Jester's got to try and keep this one close. This is another one you were probably thinking bonus points if you're Central. You got to hope for a decision here.
Well, only 3 matches left, and you got the top-ranked Jackson Dean coming up, place winner at the Beast and the Ironman, 2 weeks apart.
What an impressive junior campaign he's put on thus far.
Jester in on a shot, in on a leg. It looked like Anderson was going to go kick over Mixer, and the coaching staff kind of said, let's get this back on the mat.
Yeah, as much as you want to do it, sometimes you got to be a little intelligent about how you're going to do your moves.
Jester switches off to that double. Oh, little gator roll. And a takedown for Ben Anderson. He's built the major with a 9-1 lead here at 138.
It was impressive, and how it has to be done has to be quick so you can't expect it.
Coming up next, we have 2 more ranked wrestlers in Jackson Dean and Brandon Greenlee. Jackson Dean, number 1 at 145. Brandon Greenlee, number 6. Minute to go here in the third period at 138 pounds. Ben Anderson with a 9-1 lead. And we may have a stall call coming out. As I say that, Jester's able to rise to his knees.
Anderson doing a nice job riding that ankle.
Yes, it is. 30 seconds to go here in the third period.
Going to go boot.
$15 to go, and Anderson gets his hips up as he was just about to get himself in some trouble. Major decision for Ben Anderson. Makes the team score 28-21, and I imagine we're going to see Jackson Dean here to seal it. Possibly with 2 matches left.
And we are. He's the only one back there at this point, unless they're going to surprise me.
Number 1 ranked, Jackson Dean.
Here comes number 6, Brandon Greenlee.
And number 6, Brandon Greenlee.
And that's what we're going to get.
And that's it. Here we go. .145, Jackson Dean, Brandon Greenlee underway.
Fast-paced.
Jackson Dean snaps hard, looking to go behind. 7-point lead for the Riders. And I went to Sussex Central, so if my math is correctly, a pin here, and that seals it, correct? You went here too.
Yeah.
How good's your math?
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
3 matches left on the night. 28-21. Dean in on a shot. Lifts up. That brings up to a high single. And gets the takedown. 2-0, Jackson Dean.
The Georgetown math's good. It's just slow.
Well, it's alumni night, so we return here and we reminisce. And
yeah. Think back to the days when we had a singlet on.
that's right. Math class. Jackson Dean, wrist rolling the right side out. Gets it to the back. Now looking at the wrist on the other side. He is verbally committed to the University of Penn.
Great school academically for him. Wrestling's important, but you got to worry about your career beyond. You talk about the year Jackson Dean's put together. Brandon Greenlee quietly, got to the rankings, just making the finals and tournaments, building confidence.
Dean was also a Fargo placer in freestyle. So he's, since finishing third last year, I guess it didn't leave a very good taste in his mouth, and he went right back to work. And starting back in July, he places at Fargo, and then he's been on a tear. 6th at the Ironman, 7th at the Beast.
Especially after winning state title as a freshman, he's got to leave a bad taste sophomore year.
Caesar Rodney's never had a 4th timer.
Wow.
Interesting. And we end the first period 2-0.
Greenlee doing a nice job just fighting whatever Dean's throwing.
He can keep him right back in this. I mean, that's his job right now is not to give up the pin.
At the end of the day, if you can't win the match, give the next guy a shot.
Switch by Dean. And he's able to catch that hip on the re-switch.
Greenlee's trying to re-switch.
The hips by Dean are amazing.
Wow.
And 2 reversal for Jackson Dean.
It kind of shows you the difference between 1 and 6.
6, yeah.
And not to take anything from Greenlee, but that just shows you the difference. The hips come up, and we're done switching.
Here comes the barbed wire. He catches his underhook. He's in trouble. He doesn't catch the underhook. Switches sides, though.
We've seen a nice, interesting choice of moves tonight.
Yeah. Dean, that tight waist is so tight. As Greenlee looked like he wanted to hip over.
Might get a pin here.
Yeah, you're right. Gets his hips up.
The scapula are closed.
He's going to get 3 more back. Goes 10-0 here in the second period, 40 seconds to go.
I was just kind of sitting here and noticed, I said, those scapulars are getting a little close.
His tight waist is just deep. 30 seconds to go here in the second period at 145. Jackson Dean's built the major with a 10-0 lead. Switch attempt by Greenlee. He's going to get the skate.
Greenlee showing a lot of heart. A lot of kids would have come out here head down.
Laid down. Oh, nice shot by Jackson Dean. He's going to take it right to a cradle. He may finish it right here. 5 seconds to go. No, Greenlee's going to fight off. He's going to get 3. 15-1 lead for Jackson Dean as we head to the third period.
A lot of kids would have come out here.
Yeah, Greenlee's putting up a fight. Greenlee takes neutral. So maybe hoping to take down and get the tech fall. But I imagine you're going to see Dean looking feet to back.
You got to be. Feet to back, something's got to happen if you're Dean here. Because if I'm him, I'm wanting to put it away.
Looking mixer here. He's got an underhook. Got the chin now.
Plenty of time to work something. Either don't want to rush nothing.
He's going to take him out of bounds and get him back in the center. One of the most composed wrestlers I've ever seen. You don't know what he's thinking.
Nice shot by Greenlee here. Was it from Dean?
Deep hook here on the right side.
And there's nothing better than coaching a kid you can throw adversity at.
Right, exactly. Oh, he's got a cradle and going to give him the 2. That's going to be a tech fall. And the Riders go up 31-21. Or, no, 33-21.
That's Sussex Central math getting you.
Got me again. So the Knights have a chance to tie it up as we move to 152 pounds. And 2 more ranked guys. Gabe DeGraffenreid up against Devin Pearsall.
DeGraffenreid in a new color singlet this year.
Yes, he is. He was at Laurel last year, state place winner for the Bulldogs. Zero, first period, approaching a minute to go. Shot by DeGraffenreid, that long reach, gets it up on the hip. Inside trip by Pearsall, and got to get the head down, folks. He went head to the wrong side that time. DeGraffenreid able just to step out of it. He's just the match. Bad shot by Pearsall to Reed.
That's exactly what it is.
(4-1) Gabe DeGraffenreid. 6 seconds to go here in the first period. So, there's quick flurries, Mark, in those final 20 seconds. It's been killing the Knights tonight.
We've seen
3
it so
times.
many times.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in the flurries, but if you get there, you got to win them.
Got to win them, yeah. Or at least slow them down. 4-1, and Pearsall will go bottom position. 2 matches left, this and 1 more match left in the night. Yeah, so far tonight, Mark, the Knights came out early, built the big lead, And I just like the composure of the riders coming in. Same thing with Milford. They were in the same position with Milford, except they just couldn't get the fall in the last match. So, kind of been there before this year, so they understand, winning the little matches, winning the toss-ups, getting the bonus when you have to.
Yes, Central had a good lead built up. Caesar Rodney, composure, come back. If you're Central, you got to hope for keeping that momentum alive next time when this happens. We're getting near falls again for DeGraff and Reed.
So, folks, one match to go. DeGraff and Reed, he gets 2 back. Coming up, we'll take a quick break after the match. Come back, myself and Mark Williams will announce a wrestler of the night, and then we'll interview that person. And escape by Pearsall, 6-2. Still got a couple guys on there, Mark, but I'm favoring one.
Yeah, I'm tossed a couple in my head, but I think I know where I'm headed.
Yeah. Oh, Pearsall in on a leg, but steps out of bounds. 40 seconds to go. 6-2 lead for Gabe DeGraff and Reed.
You never know, though. This match or the next could come up and surprise you.
Absolutely. That's why I'm not announcing it yet. As you said, Riders favored in these last few matches. But that's why we wrestle them. Under 20, and they're going to go down to Pearsall. Out of bounds.
Man.
Six-4.
Mr. Hardnett not happy with something.
In the bleachers, yeah.
Well, look in the direction of Phil Schultai.
So we move to the third period with the lead. Bottom here in the third period. He was attempting to take him back to the mat. Nothing was going on. Stale made him. Excellent call. Now I get to make next bad call. I get to call him out. But that was a great call by Mike.
That was a great call. On their feet, I might have let him wrestle.
Right.
But definitely not a position you hit a top.
He made 3 attempts to get him down. He just couldn't get him down. It doesn't say you have to get him down. You have to make the attempt to get him down.
Exactly. There's a lot of confusion
in
for
that
a lot
rule,
of fans in the
absolutely.
rule book.
Minute 25 to go here in the third period. 6-4 lead for DeGraff and Reed. He's on bottom. And Pearsall kind of has a boot in on the right side. Breaks him back down. And approaching a minute.
And approaching that minute, if you're not going to turn, you got to almost go cut here.
Yeah, and try to get a few takedowns. Got the last one. DeGraff and Reed rises to his feet. This time he isolates the wrist, so not able to lock up in the crotch this time. And cuts and scores.
I think that time it was nearing a stall call.
7-4 lead for DeGraff and Reed. He did a good job of isolating the hip or isolating that hand in the back pocket. A little slide by. And they go out of bounds. 24 seconds to go.
Pearsall tried to go foot trip there. You don't see that much in high school. You see a lot of it in college.
Tried to go foot trip with nothing locked up, but he's got to get something locked up on the top side. Shot by DeGraff and Reed, in on a leg. 15 seconds to go.
Shot from far out, but got deep in on that low single.
And he's going to sub up, look to catch that far hip. And he does. Well, not yet, not yet. Now he catches that far hip.
Potentially dangerous, possibly.
And no score, but the match is going to end with a 7-4 lead for Gabe, a win for Gabe DeGraff and Reed. And the Riders have wrapped up the dual meet, 36-21, with our last match coming up. It's number 3 at 160, Riley Tracy, the senior. And he'll be taking on Jaden Savage at 160. Last match of the night. While we talk about the last match tonight, I want to thank Mark Williams for joining me here on Matt's side tonight. Also on my other side, Chris Mitchell, our camera lady.
Best camera lady we ever had.
That's right. 302's #1 camera lady. Riley Tracy looking to put the exclamation point on the mat tonight. Shot by Savage. And they go out of bounds. No score here at 160. And the alumni starting to leave here. Mark?
Yeah, you'll get that
bleachers starting to clear out. It's late.
It is late, especially for a school night.
Right.
I miss those days of the big dual meets, making sure they were scheduled on Friday nights.
Right, absolutely.
You mentioned earlier a lot of the big ones you had circled were on Wednesday nights this year.
I have all Wednesday night and one Friday. Shot by Savage again. He goes double and then switches off to a single.
Nice doorstop there.
Yeah,
from Tracy.
Tracy puts the doorstops on. He's lift that elbow. And he's I thought he was going to lock up an near side cradle. Instead, he's going to go to the hook the back leg. If he gets him on the hip, there it is. Takedown, Riley Tracy.
Yeah, that's the right call. Secure your two, then go for the cradle.
He crushed him. And
very Matt Savage wrestling by Tracy there.
Savage looked like he wants to get a little elevator in there, but Riley steps back inside, stays in between the feet. Under 25 to go here in the third period. Riders showing why they're ranked number 1 in the state right now.
Yeah, looking very impressive this dual meet.
They have Salesian on Friday. Interesting, that was not scheduled. They both were supposed to attend the Tyrant Duels, which got canceled. So they said, hey, let's wrestle each other. 1 point escape for Jaden Savage.
Nice escape and reshot, knowing the clock's winding down by Savage there.
So we're going to move to the second period at 160.
That should be an interesting dual meet. Where's Sally's fall in the 302 rankings?
They are number 4, right behind. They're number 3, right ahead of Sussex Central. 2 minutes on the clock. Second period at 160.
Riders didn't miss a beat in Coach Rigby's absence.
No, they did not. That's what you call a program and a coaching staff. They were able to step up. Chris Harris took the reins as the head man, and Trey Mitchell stepping up, doing the head in-mat coaching.
Mm-hmm. And it's nice that they all understand.
Yep, their role.
Strengths and weaknesses, a role, and step forward with it.
Well, I know 25, maybe a little bit too emotional to be going to the table. But we've had nobody went to the table tonight. Tracy getting the backs there.
For a Sussex Central Caesar Rodney match, it almost seems unfathomable.
I agree. Well, Phil tried to take the ref to the table from the bleachers.
I can't blame him.
Because I think that's who he was pointing at. And holding 3 here. Tracy with the low leg Turk. He gets the 3. 5-1 lead for Riley Tracy.
And I think for the most part, this match kind of played out
we
were expecting it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, right now it would be an 8-4 split. We said we're looking at 9-4.
Mm-hmm.
Or 9-5.
9-5, yep. And I think the bonus points played out how they wanted. Central missed some points there with Ankrum.
Right. Pick your match. That was a turnaround.
Yeah.
6, 13, 32. I had actually penciled in Sappho with a win.
I had as well.
But Wisniewski, brought it tonight in that last 20 seconds. Well, brought it all night, but that flurry in the last 20 seconds won the match. He doesn't get those back points off that inside tripper in overtime.
Yeah.
So we're going to move to the third period. Riley Tracy with a 5-1 lead. Mark, I'm going to have to speed home to check that Cape Smyrna track.
I'm interested. The internet here is not working too well for us.
No. We've been blinking green and red all night. I know the fans are probably a little upset with it, but can only do what Verizon lets me do. Oh, no, Riley Tracy from bottom. He's going to get the fall, and he does. 42-21 lead win for the Caesar Rodney Riders as Tracy gets the fall. So, Mark, think about it. You got 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm thinking.
We're going to come back with a wrestler of the night. So welcome back to Sussex Central High School, and our match of the night produced our hammer of the night. Patrick Wisniewski at 132 pounds is our wrestler of the night. Mark, talk about why that kid wrestler of the night tonight.
Yeah, you know, Wisniewski, everybody had it circled as a match of the night. He comes out in a hostile environment. You got some things going your way, and you need to make sure they stay that way. He steps up, hits the inside trip, gets some near fall, and he closes that match and doesn't let it go to overtime.
Absolutely. Our wrestler, our hammer of the night, Patrick Wisniewski. Folks, we're going to take a couple commercial timeouts, and we'll be back, and we'll interview Patrick Wisniewski.
RE.com.
Greens. Planning a wedding is an exciting and wonderful time. Let us help you make it great. Our experienced team of hospitality professionals coordinate and execute every detail to provide a stress-free experience so you can focus on the moment. From food to flowers, we prepare everything on site, tailored to your vision. Let Baywood Greens transform your next event to a memorable experience. I'm Sarah, the Director of Events at Baywood Greens. Planning a wedding is an exciting and wonderful time. Let us help you make it great.
And welcome back to Sussex Central High School here in Georgetown, Delaware, where the Caesar Rodney Riders pull off a 42-21 win and maintain that number one ranking. Our hammer of the night, Patrick Wisniewski. Patrick, we said coming in, 132 was the match of the night. And, boy, you two guys went after it. Last time you wrestled him, he pinned you.
Yeah,
tonight you come out, you hit him with that inside trip in the final 20 seconds, and I think more important than the takedown was the two backs you got off it. Take us through that final flurry of the match.
So I know I just need to keep my composure. I'm always open to score no matter where I am in the match, and I know I just need to keep pressuring forward. And I eventually hit it and then kept my weight on top of him and got 2 back points to secure the win.
So the big four. And he gets the reversal at the end. So you had to be, and I believe he had a low leg. Am I not correct?
Almost.
So not only did you pull off the move to win, a little bit of defense there because he's a scrapper. And you two have talk about the long history. You two going back to what, maybe 10 years old?
Yeah, we wrestled in 6th grade for the Henlopen Conference Championship. It was a close match. I think I only beat them 6-7. And then we wrestled before that, so we've wrestled multiple times.
Right. So a long history between you two, and that's kind of what the youth wrestling is. We wrestle each other a lot. But tonight you pulled off. Talk about your team. You come in here tonight. You're without your head coach. You got behind early, but you knew you had the studs coming. 42-21, that's an impressive win. That earns that number one ranking.
It does. And I love how we always went out there to score bonus points. We didn't settle. We always went out there to score more.
Now, what you don't know is while we were here wrestling, Cape and Lopen upset Smyrna, the number 2 team in the state. That means Friday night you're basically going to be wrestling number 1 versus number 2, as Sally's is now going to move up in the ranking. So a match that wasn't even supposed to happen now could be a number 1 versus number 2. Talk about your mindset now going into that with the big upset over Smyrna.
Same mindset. We're going to need bonus points. We're going to need our hammers to score big time.